I and my team was updating ourselves how to go about it. And yes, we have been successful from where we are treating basic infertility. Now we have come to doing IVF, getting good success rate, as good as the West is.
And for today's episode, we are honored to have with us Dr. Gouri Devi, the director of Gouri Hospitals Limited and Ridge IVF Private Limited.
In medicine, yes, what I see personally, and just with AI, there may be a difference. Some things I can see personally and this thing. AI tells generally, picking up from all the centers. So that personal thing, I don't think AI can do much, but yes, AI is in a big way, I would say. Every month there is a audit. We take the cases which have failed. We do a sort of brainstorming. There's something more we can do. There the embryologists come, the senior nurses come, the doctors come. So we have a good sort of a thing. So the team becomes stronger. For the doctors, I would say, the patients require a lot of empathy, the sympathetic way you handle the thing. Tell them the truth, never hide from them. This is the future that I am envisioning. Then on the way, there could be hurdles. It is an expensive affair. Better to tell them beforehand so they make their arrangements and come. Coming to the patients, I would say, all the doctors try their level best to help you with your infertility. But there is something called luck or fate that nobody can change. If it is not in your luck to conceive, however much anyone will try, it will not help. But usually, scientifically, we are able to help most of them.
Hello and welcome to The Big Idea, a Voice of Healthcare's exclusive initiative where we discuss leadership journey, life lessons, and ideas that are shaping the future of healthcare. And for today's episode, we are honored to have with us Dr. Gouri Devi. She is a true pioneer in IVF and reproductive medicine. As the director of Gouri Hospitals Limited and Ridge IVF Private Limited, she has been transforming lives for over 4 decades, performing more than 50,000 gynecological and obstetric procedures. Dr. Gouri Devi is a mentor, author, and a change maker, continuing to inspire reproductive healthcare and brings hope to families across India. Welcome to our show, ma'am. It's an honor to have you with us.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Simran.
much, ma'am.
It's indeed my pleasure to be with you today. Voice of Healthcare is doing a lot of good work, getting different platforms together under one roof, whether it is IVF or other healthcare thing. So all the best to VSC.
Thank you so much for those kind words, ma'am. Ma'am, to begin with, if we have to go back to your journey, so if I have to ask, when you look back at your early days in this field, what were some of the biggest challenges you faced and how did you overcome it?
If I start saying that, it's a very long list because I started practicing infertility from 76 when there was nothing. A patient comes with azoospermia, we had no treatment because there was nothing available, no sperm banks, no way to test, no hormone test. That was the time we started practicing. But the journey was good. Slowly, the laboratories came up. We started getting all this thing. IVF was not there till 1978. And by the time it came to India and picked it up, it was almost 1990. Though in 78, we also had a baby, but that procedure had not picked up. It came only in 1990. By then, the laboratories had come. We could do all the hormone tests. And it was interesting. Yes, it was a challenge. But, time to time, I and my team was updating ourselves how to go about it. And yes, we have been successful from where we are treating basic infertility. Now we have come to doing IVF, getting good success rate, as good as the West is. Laboratories are doing very well.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that response, ma'am. And I truly agree that it was very difficult earlier days when there were very less advancements in technology upgradation.
Yes.
Ma'am, leading fertility care is not easy. It requires a lot of empathy. So how do you balance the emotional side of patient's journey with the scientific and business side of running a practice?
See, in practice, one thing is there. However much empathetic and sympathetic we are, we have to be, keep a distance from the patient and telling her very professionally. That's what we do in the first, this thing only. This is the success rate. So don't be disappointed. We try our best. And this is the success rate. Then we have in our team, we have a counselor also. The counselor gives them a counseling before starting the treatment. In case of failure, again another counseling session. And usually now, we have been able to, unless there is something drastically wrong with the woman where it is not possible, we have been able to give almost 60-65% in a cumulative success rate. So with that thing, I'm sure once they know, yes, they have done the team has done their best, the patient also is comfortable.
I truly agree, ma'am. If the patient is comfortable, then I think the entire aim is that.
Yeah, you miss that. That is what we try to do. Tell them that this is the success rate, and beyond that we cannot go. All right. So that way they also understand. If you don't counsel properly, yes, they do get very upset.
Very, very much required. And I think, ma'am, that requires a lot of patience, as well as that practicality of how you want to balance it, like it is being shown in your journey. And the journey which you have is commendable, ma'am, because I think the results speak in itself.
Exactly.
Ma'am, we know that in the last 3 decades in healthcare, we have seen a lot of advancements and upgradation, from AI powered embryo selection to genetic screening. If I have to ask that, which innovation excites you the most right now and why?
Right now, I would say two things. See, PGTA, PGTM, PGTSR, these were in the offing, and now we have started using more and more. That is one thing exciting, because a patient has a problem, and by doing a screening, you can give her a normal baby. There are some patients, they have repeatedly, either they have a loss of a pregnancy because of one genetic problem.
Yeah.
And once we can find out and we are able to give, yes, it's very exciting. And AI has come now in a big way. It is helping us a lot in doing, okay, this could be the reason, and go ahead with it. But even AI is advancing. Let us see where it will take us in future, right? You probably 5 years ago, we might not have believed that AI would reach
Yes.
this far. So now see, it has come into all the field. In medicine, yes, what I see personally, and just with AI, there may be a difference. Some things I can see personally, and this thing, AI tells generally, picking up from all the centers. So that personal thing, I don't think AI can do much, but yes, AI is in a big way, I would say.
Very rightly said, ma'am. Because, like you said, in genetic testing and so many other ways, AI is helping us a lot.
Yeah.
To get into depth, to get that analysis done.
Yes.
But it can never replace that personal touch which we have from our
Yes.
doctors. Ma'am, since we always say that IVF is a long journey, but the entire team, the doctors make it beautiful,
Yes.
make it happen, and it is a team sport. So, what is your approach of building and mentoring teams that deliver both clinical excellence and emotional support to patients?
Okay, that is interesting. You see, when I started practice and I started building the IVF team, we had a lot of problem in those days, because in India, there was no trained reproductive medicine specialist. We were all self-trained. Reproductive medicine specialists were not there. Now, even now, when it has started coming up in a big way, there are not many institutions which are giving postdoctoral degree in reproductive medicine. There is one diplomat board who gives FNB 10 seats all over India. Then Vellore, Manipal, there are some places, All India Institute, they give, that also they started very recently, DM, MCH, like that. So total number that are coming out are very less.
Yes.
Embryologists were also a problem. No one to train the embryologist. That has also started in a big way. I belong to Society IFS, where I was the past president. When I was there, that is when we started a degree in embryology by IFS and Amity University. Degree, 1 year fellowship of clinical with clinician and Amity University. Now that 1 year program of embryology, we have made it to 2 year MSc. Like that, no? Now, what I enjoy is, those days we were learning and doing. Now, I employ these postgraduates. So, they teach me a lot, because they have read all the theory, this and that. So many things which I don't know, they tell me, madam, it should be like that. Okay, fine, we will see. But my experience, they always respect, because smaller things, That's not written in the book. They'll come and say, madam, we tried these things, it's not helping. I'll say, do this and see. "Ah, madam, that woman got pregnant." So these things come with experience. We build a team with good embryologists whom I take from the post-graduation, these postgraduates. So we have a very good team with us. The youngsters telling the thing, our knowledge, along with me, there are 2, 3 people who are seniors. So together we make a good team. We have every month there is a audit. We take the cases which have failed. We do a sort of brainstorming. Is there something more we can do? There the embryologists come, the senior nurses come, the doctors come. So we have a good sort of a thing. So the team becomes stronger.
Ma'am, just what you just said is, I think, one of the biggest quality of a good leader, that that leader is always ready to learn, whether it is from their youngsters or from their colleagues. And like you said, you are always happy to learn from the students who are newly joining, or the interns, or let's say the newly joining employees
Yes,
as
yes. They teach you a lot.
definitely.
Yeah.
And your experience, no one can replace, no textbook can replace that, ma'am. So, ma'am, while you were, going through your journey, the experiences you have is helping the youngsters out there. But now, if you have to look back at your work years from now, what do you hope will be your biggest contribution to the fertility and IVF space?
Okay, in fertility, I would say that, the papers, as we work towards, we make papers, we do research, we make papers, and we tell our experience. And I'm sure people are reading that, they will do work upon it more, that will help. I contribute chapters to the books which people can read. When I was the president at that time, I co authored with 3 other authors. We made the biggest book, you can say, in Asia, maybe, I can't say in the world, 3 volume
Mm.
with 256 authors. And that book, now we are again editing, so that the recent things can, because it's a evolving science as yet. This is only from 78, that's hardly 40 years
Yes.
or 50 years. So it's a evolving science. What we said 25 years ago, we say something different now,
Yes.
because we are evolving. So these things, I'm sure, juniors, as the time come, of course, they will evolve it further, but they will get guidance from all of us.
Definitely, ma'am. And I think the contribution, the impact you have made in the industry is strong, is great, and is seen, especially read by the students out there.
Yes.
Ma'am, now we are moving forward to our rapid fire round, a fun segment where I want you to add some more fun, some more insights. So, to begin with, ma'am, your favorite tech tool, gadget that makes your work day easier?
I would put it as ChatGPT and other AI sometimes which I use, Quillbot or something like that. But ChatGPT and DeepSeek are my favorites.
Definitely, ma'am. I think everyone uses it, and we are so happy for that. One word or one sentence that describes the future of fertility care.
It is very difficult with a one sentence or one word which can describe it. But with AI coming in,
Hmm.
I'm sure for the future generation, things will become easier. See, we used to struggle that we don't have enough embryologists. Now, if there is no embryologist is the one who chooses which is the best embryo to be transferred. Now, what has happened? There are data banks with which AI will tell you this seems to be the best. Even if the embryologist is not that experienced, they can always pick and choose and use it. So, in that way, different segments of reproductive medicine. So, I'm sure AI is going to play a major role in the coming future.
Very rightly said, ma'am. A mentor or a role model who shaped your thinking.
See, infertility, I started from Safdarjung Hospital when I was a um, postgraduate, and after that a registrar. So my professor was there, Professor P. Pankajam. It was from her I got the inspiration to do that. Then I will not forget 1990. I met Dr. Michael Hull. He was from Bristol. He was the one who initiated me into IVF, because IVF was coming, India had made. So I had actually gone to Bristol to get the basic training done. So these are the two people who really inspired me.
And I think we never forget teachers who shaped our journey. Ma'am, one misconception patients often have before coming to see you.
Oh, they always say, Doctor, I've heard IVF is very painful. That is the first sentence they say. So I have to tell them, no, it's not painful. So that is the first counseling we do.
That's very important to take that fear out.
Yes, fear out of them.
Ma'am, that was our rapid fire round. But before we let you go, we want one message for your listeners and for the practitioners who are yet to start their career into fertility and IVF space. You would like to tell them?
Infertility, or let me say fertility. Why say infertility? Fertility treatment requires, for the doctors, I would say, the patients require a lot of empathy, the sympathetic way you handle the thing. Tell them the truth, never hide from them. This is the future that I am envisioning. Then on the way there could be hurdles, and it is an expensive affair also because insurance doesn't cover. Many of the government agencies also give only half the money. So it is an expensive affair. Better to tell them beforehand so they make their arrangements and come. And always when they make, sometimes patients come and say, I'm selling my house to get this treatment. I say, no. Suppose you don't get pregnant, you lose your house. Don't do that. It's not a 100% thing.
Yes.
So I tell them, no, you make your arrangement. Don't sell your house and all that. Make your arrangement. You have time. Wait for a year. Get it done. What is it? That is one thing. Coming to the patients, I would say, all the doctors try their level best to help you with your infertility. But there is something called luck or fate that nobody can change. If it is not in your luck to conceive, however much anyone will try, it will not help. But usually, scientifically, we are able to help most of them. That's what I would say.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that, wonderful message out there. And thank you so much for being an amazing guest of ours. It was great having you and having this interaction.
Thank you, Simran, for
Thank you.
giving this chance.
Thank you so much.
Thank
ma'am.